Just come into a comfortable seat, whatever that is for you. Maybe it is easy seat, maybe legs out. And just let the spine be tall. Closing the eyes or gazing down. Just begin tuning into your breath. Just checking in. Maybe a quick scan of the body. Check in with the mind. Just letting go of your day. Allowing yourself to fully arrive here, body and mind. And as you breathe in, I'm going to take you through a quick diamond meditation. So you're visualizing a diamond in your mind. And as you come up, we start at the bottom of the diamond. And as you come up, just inhale, filling up as much as possible. Then notice the fullness as you pause. Then exhale everything out. Notice the space. Inhale, filling up. Pause. Notice the fullness. Exhale everything out. Notice the space. One more round. Inhale, filling up really big. Pausing, noticing the fullness. Exhale every bit of air out. Pausing, noticing the space. And just return to normal breathing. Maybe setting an intention for your practice today. Maybe it's just to fully be here and present. And then slightly dip the chin. And we're going to bring the fingertips out to touch the mat. And as you inhale, you're going to reach up. And as you exhale, just push the air back down, touching the mat again. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, push the air away. One more time. Inhale, reach up. This time we're adding the twist. Bringing the right hand behind you, left hand comes to the right knee. Inhaling, coming back to center. Exhaling, twist to the other side. Let's do one more round. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, twist. I think we have one more, right? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, final twist. And then just make your way onto your back. We're going to start today in star shape. You're just bringing the feet as wide as the mat. The arms reach up and overhead, so the armpits are facing the ceiling. We're making a 5-pointed star. Head is our 5th point, if you're wondering. And we're just going to begin connecting to our breath. Breathing deeply. Maybe taking a few rounds of belly breathing. Where you inhale, blow the belly out like you have a balloon inside. As you exhale, pull the navel to the spine. Relaxing the face, your jaw. Feel all the meeting points between the body and the mat. I'm going to take you through a visualization throughout this practice. So picture yourself floating down a quiet river on a big rubber raft. The riverbed is just a few feet below you. If you look over the side of the raft, you can see pebbles shining up from the sand. The riverbanks are just a few feet away. You can almost reach out and touch the flowers growing at the river's edge. Lie back, relax, go with the flow. You're over halfway through the shape. See if you can get 3 full belly breaths here before we come out of it. Just imagine sending breath to the tips of your fingers and your toes, lighting up every cell in your body. Then you're going to slowly bring the hands down and bring them to your belly. Bring the soles of your feet together. Reclined butterfly. So kind of play with the feet distance. Kind of see if you want to bring them in closer to the groin area, or maybe you want to pull them out a little. Maybe try something you don't normally do. And breathe. Relax the jaw, the space between your eyebrows. Just try to be in the experience, be in the body. As we continue down the river, know that you are pillowed by a life jacket and by the raft that is carrying you down the river. You are part of the flow. You move with the current. The current moves you naturally. You are in harmony. You are on schedule. All you need will come to you in its own time. The right thought, the right word, the right action, inspiration, guidance, decision, choices. The river will bring you to the right people, the right situations, the right events. All will come to you. You will be where you need to be when you need to be there. Trust that. We'll be here just a minute and 30 seconds. Check that you're breathing. Check the quality of your mind. Bring it back to the body, back to the breath. Begin to take 3 big belly breaths before we come out of the shade, really filling up the belly, blowing it out. Exhaling, pulling the belly in. 2 more times. After your third one, you'll straighten the legs and just come into the resting position, Shavasana. Just to allow the body to reset, rebound. Notice what's going on in the body. Notice what's going on in the mind. What are the stories? You want to let go of the narratives. They're just brainwaves. On your next inhale, I'm going to give you 2 options for the next shade. Julie, you may want this one, the knees to chest without the arms, really. So knees to chest is one option, so try that. The other is to come into happy baby. So the feet come up toward the ceiling, hands come through the legs. We either grab the sides of the feet, the big toes. Maybe we're just reaching the ankles or the shins. That's okay too. We're just grabbing wherever we can. And then we move the knees toward the mat. And we breathe. So pick either shape and breathe. Don't strain. Meanings will become clear in their own time. The river is moving on, and you are moving with it. Let go of timing. Trust good things will come to you. They will come naturally if you go with the flow. Life is easy and effortless in the flow. Sometimes the flow carries you down swift-moving waters. Trust that all is well. Trust things will work out. You will know if you need to set a boundary. Let your fears go. You're over halfway through the shape. Check in with the jaw and the teeth. Maybe put a half smile upon the face. It's just yoga. We'll be here one more minute. If you're in happy baby, you're going to bring the knees into the chest. We'll all be in knees to chest. And just roll on the low back from left hip to right hip, side to side, just massaging the low back, the kidney band. And then just let your legs come wide onto the mat, coming back into our resting position to allow the muscles to rebound. On your next inhale, bring the knees up so that the feet are on the mat, and just roll onto your right side and meet me in a seated position. We'll be moving into butterfly. So bring the soles of the feet together. Hands come around the toes. We sit up tall. If you want to work the low back, you want a bigger diamond shape between, or you can bring yourself up, and that's going to work the groin. So it kind of depends what you want to stretch. Then lifting up, and just begin to fold. Going wherever you can. Maybe the forearms come to the shins. We let the head hang. Working our head toward the feet eventually as the full expression of the pose. And we're breathing. Breathe deeply. Invite peace to flow through your body. Even if you fall in the water, you are safe. You are wearing a life jacket. You are part of the flow. Sometimes we try to fight the flow by holding on to an overhanging branch or trying to paddle against the current. Surrender to the current. Set yourself free by going with the flow. We're over halfway through this shape. Check the quality of your mind. Bring it back to the body if you've gotten lost in thought. Without judgment, just bring it back to the breath. Your mind feels busy. You can add in a mantra or affirmation, such as, I inhale peace. I exhale worry. Or you can add in your own words. We'll be here 30 more seconds. On your next inhale, begin to lift the head, bringing the hands under the knees to help pull them up. And then let's roll the hips side to side to help release that shape. And then we're going to make our way onto our belly. Coming into our resting pose, which is alligator. Just stack the hands. Let the feet come out. Just breathe. On your next inhale, we're going to stay on the belly, but you're going to come up and I'm going to give you a couple options. You can, we're moving into Sphinx pose. There are two options for the hands. One is to have the palms open wide and you press and lift up. The other is to bring them together and kind of clasp them so you almost have like a lever to lift up. If you want more, you're going to angle the hands to the corners of the mat and you're going to lift up and you're in seal. This one's a little more intense, so maybe play with the different choices. Palms flat, pressing up, hands together, or seal. Pick your shape. You want to pick the one you can maintain as comfortably as possible. Whichever one you're in, drop the shoulders away from the ears unless you're in seal. Relax the jaw, the space between your eyebrows. Just feel the air coming in through the nose. Try to follow the breath. As if you've been assigned the job, bodyguard, or you're playing follow the leader. Just imagine sending breath down the spine through each vertebrae. Down into the hip bones, down the backs of your legs, into the toes. And then reverse, bringing the breath back up the legs, spine, over your shoulders, down into your fingertips. Just imagine sending breath to every cell in the body. Set yourself free to receive all the good that is coming. Feel your desires, let them go. Love people, let them go. Feel peace, feel gratitude. Trust that something or someone greater than yourself is caring for you. Let things happen, go with the flow. You're over halfway through this shape. If you want to make any adjustments to what you're doing, maybe see if you can soften any muscle action. Check in with the shoulders again, dropping them away from the ears. Check the glutes that we're not clenching. Just see if you can soften into the belly. be here one more minute. Very slowly, slower than you think you need to go, begin to lower back down into our resting position, stacking the hands, letting the big toes touch and your heels fall open. This will decompress the spine. Just check in, notice what you're feeling in the low back. On your next inhale, you're going to bring the hands back by the shoulders or go to the side. And press yourself up to meet me in table. We're going to take a few cat-cows before our next shape. So bring the wrists under the shoulders. As you inhale, drop the belly, gazing up, opening the chest. Exhale, press with the palms, tilting the pelvic bone forward, arching your back. Bringing your chin to chest, letting the head come down left. Then inhale, drop the belly, gazing up. Maybe close your eyes and just feel the movement. Moving as slowly as you need to go, just connecting the breath to each shape. Maybe one more round. And then bring the knees as wide as the mat. Your big toes touching, coming into wide child's pose. And maybe Julie, you can bring the hands back if that's easier. So you can have your hands forward. You can bring the hands to prayer and let them rest on the mat or bring them above the head. You can also bring the hands back. If you have anything going on with the shoulders, that may be a little easier. And then we're breathing. Child's pose. Each time you accept and let go, you are carried farther down the river. For today, there's beauty around you. There's beauty in you. There is meaning now. There is importance now. Be open to everything. You're halfway through the shame. Five seconds. Very slowly begin to make your way back onto your belly, coming into our resting position, stacking your hands, taking a moment to let your muscles reset, rebound. Just breathe through the belly here. your next inhale, bring the hands back by the shoulders. We're going to flip the toes and lift the hips, meeting in downward dog. Pressing the heels toward the mat, just getting a little movement here. Reaching the hips high, finding length in your spine, maybe walking each foot out like you're climbing stairs, or turning the knees to the left and then the right, getting a little side body stretch. And then you're just going to take the knees back down, coming into a seat and moving onto your back. And once we're there, just bringing the knees up, you're going to cross the left knee over the right. If you can take that extra little ankle bind where your toe comes around that ankle, that's an option. You don't have to. So the left knee's over the right. Just shift the hips a tad to your left. Then let the knees fall over to the right. The arms can open up, gazing opposite of your knees to extend the twist. This is twisted root, the spinal twist. The right hand can come on to the left knee to kind of help it come down. And then we're breathing here. Feel the feelings of this moment. Enjoy today's gifts. Absorb all the healing and love of this moment. When it's time for something to happen, it will. When it's time for you to do something, you'll know. Go with the flow. On your next inhale, you can use your core and your toes to help push your knees back to center, maybe hugging them into the chest. And then we're just going to switch sides, crossing the right knee over the left. You can take the extra ankle bind if that's in your practice. Shifting the hips to the right, just a half an inch or so, and letting the knees fall over to your left. Your left hand can come to the right knee to help it come down. Arms can open up, gazing opposite of the knees. On your next inhale, using your core and your toes to help lift yourself back up to center. Maybe tucking the knees in one last time. Then straightening the legs, letting them open up wide. Coming into Shavasana. Letting the feet block open, palms are resting upward. Maybe tucking the shoulder blades, scooching the tailbone a tad toward the feet. Just any last movements to get yourself completely comfortable. Shavasana. Let yourself be fully alive in this moment. The present is enough. This moment is enough. Go with the flow. Gently bringing your awareness back to the body, back to the room, back to your breath. Begin making small movements, maybe wiggling the fingers and toes, maybe wrist circles, ankle circles, maybe a full body stretch. And make your way onto your right side for just a moment. When you're ready, you'll meet me in a seated position for our meditation portion. And just coming into your comfortable seat, whatever that is for you, and allowing the spine to be really tall, almost like we have a string pulling our head up. Maybe rolling the shoulders a few times just to help settle in. And then begin tuning into your breath. We begin focusing on the breath in meditation. And then we notice our mind gets distracted, pulls us into thought. That's normal. That's okay. We just notice it. And the moment we notice it, we're aware again. We just bring it back to the breath. So begin with a few statements, just following me in your mind. Breathing in, I know this is my in-breath. Breathing out, I know this is my out-breath. Repeat that for 3 rounds of breath. Just breathing deeply into the belly here. Feel your sit bones where you're connected to the earth. Releasing judgment of ourselves, of our busy minds. See if you can allow the body to breathe you. Feeling the rise and fall of your lungs as you breathe in. Then bring your hands to your heart. Left hand on the heart, right hand crosses over. This is a meditation to open the heart space. So we begin by first connecting to our heart by just noticing the heartbeat. Maybe giving it gratitude for beating, for keeping us going. And just repeat these phrases in your mind after me. Hands on my heart, I feel the pulsating rhythm of my heartbeat. The vibrating aliveness of my being. The fire of my life. I listen to the sound of my heart. I hear the song of my soul. Hands on my heart, I have found the key that unlocks the door to love. The switch that turns on the light. The gratitude that fills the void. The power that renews my body. The life force that awakens me to my true identity. Hands on my heart, I open myself up to my own love. I hug my inner child. I hold myself in my own arms. I reunite with my soul. I am born again in my body, the fine-tuned instrument of my soul. Hands on my heart, I have found the clarity, the purity, the simplicity, and the humility of the eternal prayer of love. Hands on my heart, I feel a powerful force flood through my hands and my whole body, bringing oneness into my human form. The hand of my soul touches me with the gift of self-love. And just take a moment to breathe into your heart space. Notice if you feel perhaps a little more open in the heart. Know that the love you feel is your own love, and it's always there. You just have to tap into it. And slowly bringing your hands to heart center, reconnecting with your breath, bowing mind to heart. May you have peace in your mind, peace in your heart always. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Namaste. It sounds like, I know, it was like right at the perfect timing. I'm trying to see if there's any announcements. Sweatsgiving. So we have classes all next week. Sunday's the last day of in-person classes for that Thanksgiving. We'll have online options, but the Thursday, if you're in town, Sarah's doing her annual Sweatsgiving. If it sells out, we might, depending on the weather, move outside to the green, depending. So sign up for that if you can. The Sweatsgiving, maybe 10 in the morning. I can't quite remember. Also, clothes are 40% off. We have a new 6 a.m. class for early birds with Rachel. It's a flow. Like it's called Awaken. I think that's it for now.